Introduction. Statins are drugs that help to lower cholesterol level in the blood and help to prevent coronary heart disease in patients without a history of cardiovascular diseases or those who are at a very high risk of developing CVD or have had some form of CVD. Pharmacological action. Statin inhibits HMG-CoA reductase in cholesterol synthesis, therefore cholesterol synthesis decreases and increases the expression of LDL receptors. Higher amount of receptors cause increased LDL uptake by the hepatocytes and cause decreased LDL cholesterol in the blood. Statin also reduces blood level of triglycerides and slightly increases level of HDL. Types of statin. Type 1 statin have butyric groups such as lovastatin, pravastatin, and simvastatin, while type 2 statins are fully synthetic and have fluorophenols group such as fluvastatin and atorvastatin. For example, the difference in structure in different types of statins.
Atorvastatin has gone through 4 clinical trials before getting the approval from the Food and Drug Administration (FDA), namely ASCOT, CUTS, TNT, and IDEAL. The objective of ASCOT and CUTS trials are basically the same, that is to evaluate the effect of Lipitor on cardiovascular disease endpoints. Also, they share the same study requirements such as both trials were double-blinded. 10 mg of Lipitor was used against placebo, and the condition is that the participants do not suffer from cardiovascular disease. The only difference is that ASCOT trial is conducted on hypertensive patients, while CUTS trial was meant for diabetes.
Drug discovery. In New York, Endo was surprised by the large number of elderly and overweight American people compared to Japanese, and this experience of living in New York made him realize the importance of developing a cholesterol-lowering drug. In 1960, a number of lipid-lowering agents were available, but none of them were safe and effective. After that, this is what had happened. Meanwhile, Merck Pharmaceuticals isolated a related CMPD lovastatin from the fungus Aspergillus, and this is what happened next. Meanwhile, Sineo and Scripps were entering clinical trial on another statin, which was pravastatin. Soon after, Merck came out with a second statin, which was simvastatin. As for simvastatin, it is produced by chemical modification and approximately twice as potent as pravastatin and lovastatin, and monasterate is another source of lovastatin, which is red yeast rice. Soon, several synthetic joined the groups of natural statin called type 2 statins, which were as follows.
The first side effect is rhabdomyolysis. It occurs when there is combination of other drugs, as the other drug will prevent the elimination of statin, which will lead to high level of statin in the blood. Thus, muscle cell breakdown occurs and will release the protein. So, additional studies are required for better understanding regarding the role of coenzyme Q10 supplement in prevention and mitigation of statin adverse effects. Next is full bioavailability. This is because of glucose metabolism, systemic metabolism, and also susceptibility to efflux mechanism. Yet also because of low solubility and low permeability.
The most common approaches are bottom-up and top-down techniques, by reducing the particle size through milling or mechanical micronization process. An alternative to milling is growing the particle from a solution to the desired size range under controlled conditions such as by spray drying, solvent diffusion, and supercritical flake technology. These methods help to enhance the dissolution rate by inclusion of surfactant or increasing the stability of amorphous materials by incorporation of sugars.
In drug design section, we will focus only on atorvastatin. This is atorvastatin, developed by Bushroff in 1997. Why atorvastatin? Because it is the most potent statin after rosuvastatin, and it is the highest selling drug of all time. Lead compound development of atorvastatin, pyridase system is the starting template and then undergoes lactonization in base hydrolysis, but the resulting compound possesses only 1/10 of the potency of mevastatin. To overcome it, bromine and chlorine were added to the most potent analog, but the resulting compound displays considerable toxicity, so the cycle addition of S-lactones and acetylenes were conducted.